Greetings! I'm halfway through my run today, and I thought on my halfway point I'd stop and do some bench workout. And so here I am here at Lake Woodlands at some benches. And it's just going to be some basic stuff, but I thought I'd go ahead and record it so you guys can perhaps do this at home, on your couch, chair, or even if you're going for a walk and you want to do a quick workout at a bench that you might come across. So first we'll start off with some push-ups. So we're going to go to the high part of the bench here. And we're going to put our hands right here. And we're just going to let the chest hit the back of the bench. Now the amount that you do will be according to your strength on your chest. But you want to keep your elbows down by your rib cage or alongside that. You don't want your elbows up high like that. So we'll keep pushing through. Push, push, and push. Okay, now I'm still standing on the edge of the bench here. I'm going to go ahead and grab down below, and we're going to do just some squats. There we go. And as you can see, I'm still holding onto the bench. If you want to go further down, please do. So by holding onto the bench, it allows you to keep your balance and get a nice safe squat, keeping those knees over your ankles. Good, we'll go right back to the push-ups. Keep following along. Just push at your own pace. Watch your form. Make sure your elbows are in the right spot. Good, and we'll go back to the squats with the bench. Up and down. I'm going to go a little bit lower, pick up my pace, because that's where my ability is. So my feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart. Yours should be too. Toes are slightly pushed out. But feel free to experiment with other ankles and see where it hits you and your muscles. Good. Back for one more push-up. So if you're wondering, today my halfway point is a 2-mile mark. But if you wanted to do a halfway point workout, you can choose how your cardio works best for you, whether it be walking, running, or a combination of both, and however long you want to go. All right, back to squats. So, obviously I was nice and warmed up before I started this. Okay, so we finished our push-up and bench squats. So here I am again. Right. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sit on the bench. This bench is pretty high for what I think I normally have you guys do. I want to work on speed here. So it's a reaction. You want to work on reaction. Yes, it's very similar to the squats that we just did behind the bench, but it's different. It's more about reaction. You don't know it was more about range of motion. So, tap, tap, tap. Work on reaction. Good. Now, we're going to superset with a type of lunge. Let's see if I can get this on the camera right. So I'm putting my foot on the back of the bench, hopping the front knee out as far as I can, and we're going to lunge down. Yeah. Just like that. See if I can get the lighting better here. So I had to hop my foot out quite a bit to get the good range. Remember, you don't want your front knee to go past your toe. All right, switch legs. And after a few, I even had to adjust and hop my foot forward a little bit more. You should be getting a nice stretch in this leg while you're at it, which is great in the middle of your run. Good. And we'll go back to the speed squats. Sit and stand. All right. I can really feel the fatigue now. Good. So I'm not really doing a particular count. I'm just kind of going until I feel my fatigue. Your fatigue could be different compared to mine, since you may or may not have run prior to. Good. Sides. Make sure you hop that foot out. All right, one more speed squat. This time, just for a change, I'm going to keep my feet just kind of narrow and straightforward, just to hit those muscles a little different. As you can see, my speed squats aren't as fast as they were, but that's okay. If we keep training, I will improve, and as will you. You got to push through it. All right, one more one-legged lunge for each leg. Switch. Very good. Now, we're gonna do some abs. So, I'm sitting on the bench here. I'm gonna have my hands placed right here on the edge, like so. I'm gonna pull my hips kind of far away from the bench. Sorry, bear with me until I find the perfect location so I can see what I'm doing here. So, I'm going to extend my legs out. See how I'm on the bench here? My hands are at the front. I'm going to pull in, just like so. Pull, pull, pull. Keep going, go at your own pace. If you're having trouble with this, you can bring it down into 1 foot, like so. Or we can rest both feet and pull up. Good. Now we're going to go right into dips. So, dips. We're going to have our hands placed in the same place, only the difference is we're not going to be sitting on the bench. So, we have our hips right here by the edge of the bench. Shoulders are back, they're not hunched down. We're going to go straight down. Keeping your side right along the bench here. Do not let your hips go out like so. It's an awful torque on the shoulders. Stay up and down. Chest stays up and open. Now for some of you, keeping your feet this close is too easy. Go ahead and put the feet out if you want more of a challenge. Like so. Good. We'll go right back into crunches. And back to dips. Make sure you keep your hip by the bench. Shoulders back, chest up and out. You don't want to hunch forward for this. Good, back to crunches. Bring it down by touching or 1 foot at a time. And back to dips. Now we're going to finish it off with a little bit of active stretching. We're going to come back to the back of the bench here again. Just bear with me while I get this situated. Alright. Okay, so we're going to hold on to the back of the bench here. And we're just going to swing that leg side to side. Front version of what that looks like is like this. So what you're doing is you're trying to get a big range of motion here. I'm going to turn back in a second. You don't want to be facing this way because I'm hunched over. Unless you have something high, you can do it like that, but this isn't good for this side. It's not getting a good stretch. But this is the idea. So you can't be hunched over forward like so because it's straight. It's keeping your spine neutral. Okay, switch legs. So the idea here, if I'm getting a maximum range of motion through the legs, all I'm doing is swinging. Just using momentum to open up. Good. Switch again. Try to release those muscles all in the hip. Don't hold on to them. Now, it's a bonus if you have something to stand on. It's a little bit easier. I'm kind of up on my toe a little bit so I can get a maximum range. And other side. Good. Now let's go forward. Arms up. Some of y'all know this one. Normally we do this in a stepping motion, but I don't have the luxury of a whole lot of movement with the camera. If you know it, it's step, swing, swing. You don't just follow along. Of course, this is a challenge with your balance. If you have a hard time with the balance, go ahead and hold on to something. But I encourage you to challenge your balance. Balance is so important. As you get older, some of you know that balance becomes a real challenge. Other leg. So the more we practice, the better we are at it. There are certain circumstances where your balance does go wacko and it doesn't really come back. Neurological conditions, diabetics have particular issues with balance. Now again, I'm using momentum. Swing that leg back and forth. Getting a nice stretch through both sides of the hip. We're going one more round each side, and then we are done. So the benefits of doing an exercise mid-cardio is it changes that heart rate a little bit. And you'll find that this workout session is harder, as you can probably tell by my own breathing and difficulties and stuff that are particularly usually easier for me. So it just gives you a different level of challenge, different level of heart rate, cardio, and gets your body challenged in a new way. Thanks for joining me, guys. Now we're off to finish my last 2 miles. See y'all later. Bye.